Hello, students. Good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. Nazim Ahmed, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Islamia College, Wanembadi. I welcome to all for this online class. As you know very well, the situation is not good due to COVID-19 pandemic. We can't conduct conventional classes. Instead of that, we are conducting online classes. So this is my first class. So as you know very well, in this semester you are having one major paper, that is your biochemistry paper, as well as one allied chemistry theory paper, which contains 5 units. Now in this paper I will going to discuss about the 4th unit. Hello students, please make note of it. So instead of offline classes, online classes is somewhat difficult to you. Please maintain notes and important points. After that, you go through the books. It is available in our library, or you purchase some own books. It will be very useful to you. So here in your school, your practice, there will be some textbook. After each and every topic, that is chapter, some questions were given. The same question will ask in your annual examinations, as well as your quarterly, half yearly, but not like here. As you know very well, you are going to study this course 3 years, which contains 6 semesters. Very end of the November you have examinations, and April also you are having examinations. So hardly 3 months, okay, one semester. So in your, as on the first day in your first class itself, you got so many informations from your department. Okay, anyhow, now come to the allied chemistry. In this chapter I am going to discuss about VSEPR, that is valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. VSEPR, I think that is not new to you. You studied in your lower classes also. VSEPR theory was suggested by Sidgwick and Powell in the year 1940. 1940, that means, yes, around 80 years before, is it not? This theory was found. Later on, this theory developed by Gillips and Nihom in the year 1957. In the year 1957. As you know, the molecular orbital theory, MO theory, the molecular orbital theory was developed by Hund and Millikan, and later on by Jones and Coulson. This theory is more popular than VB theory because it is able to explain certain experimental facts which were not explained by VB theory. So the molecular orbital theory is also based on quantum mechanics, but its approach to bond formation is quite different from valence bond approach. In the case of valence bond theory, when atoms are combined to form molecules, is it not? When atoms are combined to form molecules, only the outermost atomic orbitals of the combining atoms lose their identity and all are remaining inner atomic orbitals of the combining atoms remain undisturbed. Is it not? There is no any change. The nucleus of each atom is also localized in the atom itself, even when the atoms are chemically bonded. In the case of VSEPR theory, in the formation of covalent molecule, a central atom forms bonds with other atoms by the sharing of one or more pair of electrons. Please make note of it. Bond forms with other atoms by sharing one or more pair of electrons. The pair of electrons which are involved in bonding are known as bonding pair of electrons, and those which do not take part in bonding are known as non-bonding or lone pair of electrons. For example, in the case of ammonia molecule NH3, for example, ammonia molecule NH3, where nitrogen is the central atom and there are three bonding pairs. Nitrogen is the central atom and there are three bonding pairs of one lone pair of electrons surrounding the nitrogen atom. Surrounding the nitrogen atom. These lone, L-O-N-E, okay, these lone pairs of electrons always tend to remain as far apart as possible to avoid electrostatic repulsion. Electrostatic repulsion. And the geometry, or we called as shape, geometry or shape of covalent molecule depends on the number of bonding and lone pairs of electrons surrounding in the central atom. Based on that, in a polyatomic molecule, the direction bonds around the central atom depends on the total number of bonding and non-bonding. Bonding and note this point, bonding and non-bonding electrons pairs in its valence shell. VSEPR theory the shape of the molecule is determined by repulsion between the all of the electron present in the valence shell. What is repulsion? Yes, opposite of attraction. Okay, so this is said to be, for example, this is two electrons which repulse each other, is said to be electron repulsion. The shape of the molecule, how the shape is formed, how the geometry is formed, determined by repulsion between the electron present in the valence shell. Valence shell means outermost electron. Electron pairs in the valence shell of central atom repel each other and align themselves to minimize this repulsion. Lone pair electrons takes up more space around the central atom than a bond pair. Lone pair attracted to one nucleus, but a bond pair is shared by two nuclei. I repeat once again, please make note of it. Lone pair of attracted to one nucleus. Remember, lone pair attracted to one nucleus, whereas bond pair is shared by two nuclei. The minimum repulsion to the state, minimum energy and maximum stability of the molecule. So what will happen here? Minimum repulsion to the state, it requires only minimum energy, whereas and a maximum stability of the molecule. Repulsion strength. So far we discussed some of the rules, okay, of the VSEPR. Now the repulsion strength, this is because the lone pair of electrons repel the adjacent electron pairs and so tend to remain as far apart as possible. The repulsion increases in the order. So lone pair, which is greater than lone pair, bond pair, which is greater than bond pair. Lone pair which is greater than lone pair bond pair, which is greater than bond pair. This is so because the lone pair belongs to only one nucleus, but a bond pair belongs to the two nuclei. Remember please, this lone pair, okay, this lone pair belongs to only one nucleus, whereas bond pair belongs to two nuclei. Okay, hence the process of one or more lone pair of electrons will alter the bond angle to a small degree and also the regular shape of the molecule. Now pass on to the repulsion strength. We saw the repulsion strength. Triple bond, which is greater than double bond, which is greater than single bond. Okay, this is the repulsion strength. Please make note of it. Okay, please make note of it. Presence of lone pair of electrons of the central atom causes slight distortion of the bond angles from the ideal shape. Slight distortion. What is the meaning of slight distortion? Small deviation from the original shape. Okay, distortion. Yes, distortion means which loses its shape and deviate to that left hand side or right hand side. The magnitude of repulsion between bonding pairs of electrons depends on the electronegativity difference between the central atom and the other atoms. The magnitude of repulsion between bonding pairs of electrons depends on the electronegativity difference between the central atom and the other atoms. As the number of lone pairs of electrons, the bond angle decreases. Okay, as the number of lone pair of electron increases, the bond angle decreases, and so the geometry of the molecule also get distorted to a large extent. Okay, now these are some of the steps for the prediction of geometry. The first thing is determine the central atom. Draw the electron dot structure and bar diagram. Okay, draw the electron dot structure and bar diagram. Find arrangement of electron pairs. Find arrangement of bonding pairs. The two things are here. One is the electron pairs and this is the bonding pairs. Okay, determine the geometry based on bonding pair. Now from which we have to determine the shape, the geometry based on bonding pairs. So here shapes of molecules containing bond pairs of electrons only. For example, if we go through the BeH2, what will happen here? Okay, there are two electron pairs. There are two electron pairs in the valence shell of beryllium. Valence shell of beryllium. Okay. So the how to write the electronic configuration? Yes, 1s1, 1s2, 2s2. Is it not? Yes. So now this is the beryllium, that is 1s2, 2s2. Okay. You know how to write this electronic configuration based on Aufbau principle and Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So 1s2, 2s2. Is it not? So now this is the geometry Be, and here one hydrogen, another hydrogen. The molecular geometry is linear. The shape of the molecule is linear. This is the shape, which is around 180 degree. 180 degree. Okay. So in that case, so this is the one simple example. The shape is linear. No lone pairs here. Okay. The number of electron pairs are 2. The arrangement is a linear arrangement. Now if you go through the number of lone pairs is 0. It is no lone pairs. Okay, no lone pairs. So the type of molecule is simply we can write AX2 also. Okay, AX2. That is X2. It may be any halogens, for example BeCl2 also. Okay, so these are all the basic things you have to remember. So once again I repeat, what is VSEPR? Valence shell electron pair repulsion. Okay, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory of a covalent molecule. A central atom forms bonds with other atom by sharing one or more pairs of electrons. The pair of electrons which are involved in bonding are known as bonding pairs of electrons, and those which do not take part in bonding are known as non-bonding, or we can call it as lone pair of electrons. Lone pair of electrons. Now what are the rules? A molecule has a regular geometry. Okay, a molecule has a regular geometry if the central atom is surrounded by bonding electron pairs and not lone pairs. The shape of the molecule is not distorted. There is no change in the geometry or shape as such. If the central atom is surrounded by one or more lone pair of electrons in the valence shell, the geometry of the molecule is irregular, that is distorted. The shape, the geometry will change. Okay, so this is the repulsion strength. Just now discuss lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, bond pair, which is greater than bond pair, bond pair, and this is also triple bond greater than double bond than single bond. So these are all the steps, and we saw simply one example is linear, which has no lone pairs of electrons. With that, I conclude my speech. Thank you, one and all.